たちの夏がやってきた。 G1 クライマックス27。今年も20人の精鋭たちが真夏の最強選手の座をかけて過酷なリーグ戦を駆け抜ける。 A ブロック、
ここは棚橋の進化を見せないといけないですね。ちょっくら優勝してきます。
棚橋宏。
俺が本当にすげえレスラーだとか見せつけてやる。お見舞いしてやるよ。
真壁闘技。
最後の G1 にします。悔いなき結果を残して栄冠をしっかり勝ち取りたい。
永田裕二。
やっと戻ってくることができた。
大爆発してしまうんじゃないかな。
井伏浩太。
昨年準優勝で終わってますし、今年こそは優勝しかないです。
後藤弘樹。
今年は無心でいきます。
石井智弘。
物事が変わるのは一瞬なんで、必ず一瞬で変えてみせます。
YOSHI-HASHI。
It's coming after every single one of those guys in the G1, and I'm gonna win this time.
バッドラックフォレ。
I don't take it for granted, but I don't worry or panic.
ザック・セイバージュニア。
ロス・インゴベルナブレスで8本、そして内藤哲也の魅力を存分に味わっていただきますよ。
内藤哲也。 B ブロック。
去年もらった感動を、10倍100倍も1000倍にしてでもね、天山に返したいと。
小島聡。
You know, the G1 CLIMAX means a lot. That's how I debuted in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
マイケル・エルガン。
I'm really excited. It's a huge opportunity, the biggest opportunity.
ジュース・ロビンソン。
あいつがやっぱ最強なんだなっていうのを皆さんに見せたいなと思ってますね。
G1 クライマックスに金の雨が降るぞ。岡田和親。
そんなことよりもお前ら DVD1000 枚1000枚。
矢野徹。
What am I looking forward to most in the G1? For one, it's beating you, Okada. And two, I'm not sure if it's meeting you in the finals.
ケニー・オメガ。
I've been here 7 fucking years. And what better time to show than in the G1?
タマトンガ。
G1 クライマックス27ってカメラ目線で
お前が言え。
鈴木みのる。
この G1 頂点狙います。
真田。
暗闇の世界に全て飲み込んでやる。
イービル。今年も灼熱の激闘を共に駆け抜けようぜ。ローソンチケットプレゼンツ G1 クライマックス27。日本全国戦い様。
1分一本勝負、下道石井智弘、後藤弘樹組対デビッド・フィンレイ、井伏浩太、真壁闘技組。第2試合タッグマッチ20分一本勝負、エル・デスペラード、ザック・セイバージュニア組対邪道YOSHI-HASHI組。第3試合タッグマッチ20分一本勝負、岡智之、永田裕二組対北村克也、棚橋宏組。第4試合6人タッグマッチ20分一本勝負、高橋宏夢、武士、内藤哲也組対チェイス・オーエン、高橋裕次郎、バッドラック・バレ組。第5試合 G1 クライマックス B ブロック公式戦30分一本勝負、矢野徹対小島聡。第6試合 B ブロック公式戦 イービル対ジュース・ロビンソン。第7試合 B ブロック公式戦、真田対鈴木みのる。第8試合 B ブロック公式戦、タマトンガ対ケニー・オメガ。第9試合本日のメインイベント B ブロック公式戦、岡田和親対マイケル・エルガン。以上9試合、お待たせいたしました。試合を開始いたします。
19 events over 28 days. And this is night 4. Welcome everybody. G1 CLIMAX 27 coverage here at njpwworld.com. Kevin Kelly, Don Callis here with you. We're in the rafters tonight, Don, because there's so many seats they needed to move us up top.
We're K-fizzing from getting abused by Naito tonight.
Well, every seat sold. It is the absolute hottest ticket in Japan right now.
Feels like it's about 100 degrees up here in the rafters.
The B block, their second matches. Good news for them. They're only 11% done. Think about that. 89% to go.
Yeah, I'm already blown up and tired and I haven't taken one bump on this tour.
Six-man tag team action starts the night off here inside Korakuenhall. Ozaki-san, tell us who it is.
172センチ86ゲット170センチ100キロ石井智弘182センチ103後藤弘樹
Hiroki Goto sitting pretty right now with 4 points. But he has what they call a trap game tomorrow. The main event against Toge Makabe. We're not going to be there to call it, but it just seems to me it's got all the earmarks of Makabe pulling the upset tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Goto has had a lot of pressure on him. He's won his first 2 matches. The pressure is off, but that's when Goto has problems, when there's not pressure.
And what a sensational team we have.
Yeah.
Coming down to the ring.
Agato, 182センチ88デビッド・インレイ182センチ90イブシ・オータ
And he will face Tomohiro Ishii tomorrow. Makabe and Ishii battered each other last night. Ishii got the win, but his sights are set on Hiroki Goto. So, an opportunity for both Makabe and Kota Ibushi to perhaps do some last-minute scouting, get an advantage, do something, but at least set the stage for what's going to be an exciting night.
I was so impressed with Kota Ibushi last night in the match that he wrestled against against Zack Sabre Jr.
Tomorrow, the A block matches are going to take place in Machida Gymnasium, and they get started at 6 p.m. here in Japan, which is 5 a.m. on the East Coast, 2 a.m. Pacific time. Side headlock applied by Tomohiro Ishii.
And as I watch Ishii grind the headlock on the handsome devil himself, Kota Ibushi, I say that for those who thought Ibushi was one-dimensional and a high-flying enigma, he showed a whole different side, a striking side, a ground-based wrestling side against Zack Sabre Jr.
Well, what's going to be the strategy against Ishii tomorrow?
I think the strategy will be what we're seeing right there, strikes. Ibushi was a kickboxer at the highest level, could have gone to K1, he got into wrestling instead, and we'll see it tomorrow night.
Ishii fires at, or rather, Ibushi fires at Ishii.
And that's Japanese for I have no neck. Have at
it, kid. Ishii's first G1 in 2013, same as Kota.
Whoa! And for those that kind of thought of Kota Ibushi, you saw him come in as a junior heavyweight many years ago. I stood next to him, and he's every bit of 6'1" and 220 pounds. He's not a small guy at all. Has muscled up during the last 6 months, in my opinion.
Head of steam comes across, but gets caught, rotated around, power slam. It was not a pretty match at all with Ishii and Makabe last night.
Like a train wreck.
Yeah. But only thing that matters. Only thing that matters the result. Ishii, 2 points.
Those are into the throat, Kevin.
And Ibushi slumps down. Of course, Ibushi with a history of
Here
neck
comes the
problems.
spot picker. Waits till Ishii has Ibushi down, and now he's going to do a little showing off.
Ibushi with 2 points, Ishii with 2 points. Double shoulder tackle, here's a cover. The playmaker almost gets the fall.
And you watch, the minute Ibushi starts to come back to life, the spot picker Gato will tag out Kevin.
That roughed up bottom of that Air Jordan.
Too cheap to buy wrestling boots, even though he's taking 20% of Okada's money.
Tomorrow's event will be the final in Tokyo before they venture out around the country. They won't be back in Tokyo until the final 3 events in Ryogoku.
Which we're back for.
We are. We will be back. Kenta Sato, our referee, and Hiroki Goto, who's sitting pretty right now. If he wins tomorrow, Don, let's think about this. And 12, oh, wait a minute, looking to pick up a fall here, too. 12 sort of being the magic number.
He's halfway there already.
Yeah, you get to 12 points, you're in the conversation for the finals. If he wins tomorrow, he's only got to go 3-3 in his final 6, and he's an odds-on favorite to be there.
In a normal thing, I would pick him in the next match, but I just think with Goto, where his head has been at the last year, I think you're right. I think it's a trap game for him.
Makabe gets knocked down. Down goes David Finlay. Ibushi has been trapped in there the entire time he started, and he has now felt the sting from all 3 members of Chaos. Now Goto sends Goto Ibushi, whose neck is red severely from those chops. Oh! In midair! What a drop kick. The A block gets Monday off before back on Tuesday in Fukushima. And before Ibushi can make a tag, his opponent tomorrow night feels the Hurricane Rana. Needs the tag and able to do so. Togi Makabe. Makabe, one of 8 former G1 Climax tournament winners in this year's field, including Hiroki Goto.
Yeah, Makabe's a bull when he gets going. Hits those big tackles.
A big spot tomorrow in Machida.
For Northern Lights, he hit it.
The Northern Lights with the bridge too, and Goto kicks out. Big spot in the main event. You know that Makabe and Goto are going to take it to the limit. Waistlock, German suplex, no. Goto sits low, standing switch. He'll try it. Back elbows, Makabe meeting of the minds, if you will. Collision. Everybody's got the same idea.
Oh, God, right in the teeth.
The Shinkansen left the station and collided.
And Goto might be busted open in the mouth.
Gato tagged in, so's David Finlay. A nasty veteran, knows every dirty trick in the book. Does the playmaker Gato. But the quicks in the 4th generation, David Finlay, certainly impressive here.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with David Finlay. I think a year from now, he'll have gold around his waist, and not just tag team gold.
Fought through a shoulder injury earlier this year, but now will come with the forearm.
Yeah, he just caught him, just barely, didn't get all of it.
Gato with a slight step to his right. Finlay clipped him, but took him down. thing about this grueling tournament. 19 events over 28 days. Days off so precious. Uh-oh, double team. Took advantage. Ibushi flies in. We never saw him leave his feet last night, but here tonight, there we go. Nailed it. Back in the ring. Follows in. Roll up. Hey, a dirty win. He'll take it, but Finley kicks out. Thrust kick to the midsection. Small package. 1, 2. Finley kicks out again. Makabe gets run into the railing by Goto out of our camera view. Stunner there by Finley. It'll do it. It's a 3. Makabe and Goto, they don't care about the bell. They're going to continue to tear away at each other. You'll see them battle. 2 very important points on the line tomorrow night. Live coverage, of course, njpwworld.com.
I almost feel like extending my ticket for another couple of days so I can witness that match. It's going to be a friggin' slaughterhouse.
You know what? I looked into that today with Delta. I seriously did because I want to be there. I know there wouldn't be English commentary, but that'd be fun. I just want to see it as a fan because I want to see Ibushi and Ishii. I want to see Makabe and Goto. Male taking on Tetsuya Naito. Hiroshi Tanahashi against Yuji Nagata, YOSHI-HASHI, Zack Sabre Jr. When I did my bracket, I had Goto over Makabe. But I didn't have Goto at 4 points at this point. Now with the idea of Goto, the chance to get to 6, I would change that pick. Because I really feel like it's Makabe tomorrow night.
You know, Goto's a guy who could probably benefit, and I don't mean this negatively, from a sports psychologist.
Samurai TV broadcast tonight, so they'll slip in these commercials without warning. That's why you need to attend these pre-show production meetings, Don. I don't know why you don't like going to these meetings.
I'm like Bret Hart. When you're top talent, you show up at the last minute and you get away with it.
Well, we told you a few moments ago that tomorrow night, A Block gets back underway, and it's going to be the headhunter, YOSHI-HASHI, taking on a man who's won tournaments before. There he is, Zack Sabre Jr. Oh look, Desperado's here with him, but it's okay because it's a tag team match here tonight at Korakuenhall. Desperado has cornered Sabre Jr. in his first 2 G1 matches. He didn't get involved last night at all, but it was a barn burner between Zack Sabre Jr. and Ibushi.
El Desperado! 183センチ、85キロ、Zack Sabre Jr.
Notice Zack Sabre wears black when it's a tag match and wears his traditional red when he's wrestling a single, just to point that out.
Now, I think if YOSHI-HASHI has the same strategy tomorrow night against Sabre that he had last night against Naito, I think it's going to be Zack Sabre Jr. up. The approach that YOSHI-HASHI had, it felt to me like it was one speed, and he missed out on some opportunities to do something different, to change the complexion of the match.
I think you don't want to be predictable in a long tournament like this. And I think that's where we talked about Ibushi totally changing things up against Zack Sabre,
right,
getting the win. Smart. And Ibushi told me we're going to see a different Ibushi in his next match against Ishii. So that's a smart way to do it, because as you get close to the end, when you are in must-win situations, you don't want to be predictable.
180センチ、102キロ、YOSHI-HASHI!
But YOSHI-HASHI has 2 points, a winner in the first night of A block action, so he's okay. But again, last year he finished with 6. He wants to improve. You got to do better each and every year. It's not a, it's just about to get into a little
and look at Zack Sabre Jr., the technical master, taking a page out of Minoru Suzuki's handbook.
And you see El Desperado stomping away on Jado, but outside the ring, the focus about tomorrow night. And we will see Minoru Suzuki later on in B block action against Sanada. Back in the ring, Jado shoulder tackle. Neither he nor Desperado go down.
Zack Sabre on the floor is torturing YOSHI-HASHI.
The screaming that you hear but cannot see is YOSHI-HASHI. His left arm is being bent, twisted in ways in which that limb is not intended to go. And while what Jado and Desperado are doing in the ring has a bearing on the outcome of this match, the bigger story is Zack Sabre Jr. and the G1 CLIMAX tournament participants. A chop and a woo from Jado.
Saw Desperado warming up, a little sparring with Minoru Suzuki earlier. Not pretty.
Yeah, we say warm up, we say spar, but it's actually just taking a beating from Minoru Suzuki, right?
Well, he's competitive, but it's Minoru Suzuki, so yes, he's taking a beating. And this is a side of Zack Sabre Jr. that 6 months ago we never would have seen, and I credit Suzuki for instilling this in this nice young man.
Again, there were some glimpses in other areas, like in PWG, there was a turn from Zack Sabre Jr., and it almost set the table for what we saw here, but Minoru Suzuki sees it in that young man, 29 years old, handpicked him to join Suzuki-gun. Where's your woo, Desperado? Come on. Espy says no. Man, Zack Sabre Jr., there were some gift moments last night in that match.
Oh, yeah.
And he and Kota Ibushi, again, the great thing is that if you miss any of these events live, they're all up in the archive. And that is one match you definitely want to go back and watch time and time again. Jado couldn't make the tag, tried in vain. Zack Sabre Jr. called Pro Wrestling Noah home for several years, so he is extremely comfortable here in Japan. And the idea that Zack Sabre Jr., certainly the leanest man in this tournament, can he be there in the end? Absolutely. With moves like this.
Yeah.
And with
triangle.
With the triangle applied, YOSHI-HASHI held at bay. Jado's, if he stands up to get to the ropes, might have to.
Yeah, you don't want to stand up out of this. It makes it worse.
But you can see the way that camera on the other side.
He does not have this cinched in the way he wants it.
And YOSHI-HASHI finally breaks free of Desperado.
Zack Sabre definitely just as dangerous on his back as he is on his feet with all those submissions.
And that was what made the approach by Kota Ibushi so unique last night, that he actually played Zack Sabre Jr.'s game and came out on top, got the points. Amazing.
Think about it like this. Imagine if LeBron James came out and just decided he was going to play point guard for the whole game. That's what Ibushi did last night. He totally switched it up.
Jado with a shot to the midsection. Lariat
Jado needs a tag in the worst way possible right now.
He tried earlier on, and Flair flopped about 6 inches short. But YOSHI-HASHI, yes, he is right there for the tag, but so Zack Sabre Jr. YOSHI-HASHI strikes elbow, shoulder tackle, 2 times down is Zack Sabre Jr. What'd you call the European uppercut last night?
Well, it's now a Brexit uppercut. They had a vote about that, you know.
About renaming the forearm or leaving the EU?
But both at the same time.
Man, voters had a lot on their plate. YOSHI-HASHI, after the chop, is going to hang Zack Sabre Jr. out to dry. Here's a cover and a count of 2. YOSHI-HASHI got a signature win to start last year's G1, his first against Kenny Omega, but couldn't follow up. Now this year, the left arm attack. This year started fast, but couldn't follow up against Naito. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Ricky DeRobert tags in Desperado. YOSHI-HASHI's in a bad way. Again, Zack Sabre Jr. did some work early on YOSHI-HASHI's arm. Bunker buster. There goes Zack Sabre Jr. down hard.
He plunged to the floor there.
Yeah, he was looking away. Didn't see YOSHI-HASHI moving towards him. Headhunter there.
That might be it.
Hey, double team opportunity and a near fall. Zack Sabre Jr. tapped out Tanahashi on night 1 of the G1 CLIMAX tournament, and many are already starting to wonder, well, does this mean Zack Sabre Jr. is in line for an Intercontinental title shot? Might very well be the case.
Oh, if you know Tanahashi like we know Tanahashi, you know he's going to want to avenge that loss.
Oh, and that very dangerous DDT with the legs draped over the second. 2, and not 3. ZSJ has freed himself from YOSHI-HASHI, and this gives him the opportunity to connect from behind. Jado never saw it coming. Jado is out on his feet. Octopus stretch.
He's got it hooked.
Cuts him in half with a spear. 1, 2, and no, not 3. Kenta Sato right there with the and the extra torque. That arm's going to be 6 inches longer tomorrow. 2, and it is over.
That's it.
So both Zack Sabre Jr. and YOSHI-HASHI have 2 points in G1 CLIMAX 27. But YOSHI-HASHI, to get to 4, I think he's going to have to change things up. So will the headhunter have a different approach? Will he bring anything to the table that can throw the game of ZSJ off? We'll find out tomorrow night, NJPWWorld.com. Hey!
And how dumb is YOSHI-HASHI? This is Suzuki Gun.
ただいまの試合はエル・デスペラード、ザック・セイバージュニア組の勝利です。
So Zack Sabre Jr. and El Desperado victorious. We'll see all the factions of New Japan Pro Wrestling in action. Later on tonight, our main event, Kazuchika Okada, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion versus Michael Elgin. B-block action. Tag team action coming up. Two of the participants in the A block, and they will meet tomorrow night in a very, very crucial match. Opportunity to see a couple of great up-and-coming young lions as well here in this tag team encounter.
Okada 185センチ115キロ岡智之183センチ108キロ長田
Very emotional night last night. Yuji Nagata came up short against Hiroki Goto, but a lot of fans here and some experts around believe that last night could be Yuji Nagata's final singles match here at Korakuenhall. We know that it is Nagata's final G1. His 19th in all, and there's no worst case scenario for Yuji Nagata sitting at 0 and knowing that tomorrow you got to take on the ace.
Yeah, that's a tough draw, especially even though the ace is injured. Coming off a loss, I just don't see Tanahashi losing again.
Jack and Tan, his tag team partner.
赤コーナー183センチ120キロ北村達也
Wow. Scary dude. How many women fainted tonight when Tanahashi came out? What's the count? What's the over-under?
Continental Champion 181センチ103キロTanahashi Hiroshi.
Living embodiment of the term rock star, but last night Hiroshi Tanahashi picked up 2 points using not the sling blade, not the high fly flow, but his mind. And he positioned Bad Luck Fale to get counted out. Tanahashi's still nursing that tear in his bicep though, Don.
Well, it's an interesting tournament for him thus far. He lost by submission and then he won by a count out. That's not typically the way he does it. But he's working with one arm.
Yeah, the first submission, or rather the first count out of this year's G1 was Bad Luck Fale. And you see the muscular definition on both Katsuya Kitamura and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now Tomoyuki Oka that we see with Nagata. Nagata is the mentor of Oka. And as Oka continues, along with Kitamura, to train in the New Japan Dojo, a good opportunity to learn for both as they team with men who will battle one-on-one tomorrow night in Machida.
Tanahashi will look to keep that right arm away from those left-legged kicks of Nagata.
Tanahashi tied with Okada with a 12-point average in the last 5 G1s. Nagata turns himself over to kick upward, and force Tanahashi to let go of the arm.
There's just something about Tanahashi. Call it charisma, call it that something special, but man, he elicits a crowd reaction like none other.
Reversal, Nagata hits the ropes, hangs on. Oh, watch out for that PK. But the second opportunity, the drop kick, Nagata goes down, but Nagata extends that blue boot and puts the ace on his back.
And if I'm Tanahashi, I let Kitamura do the heavy lifting in this and save myself for my tournament match. There you go.
Two former IWGP heavyweight champions. And you never know with these young lions. Could either Oka or Kitamura become IWGP heavyweight champions someday.
Hopefully we'll see it. Kitamura's got what I think are the stiffest chops in the business right now.
Yeah. Chase Owens knows that at some point on this tour, I think Osaka, he's got a singles match against Kitamura. And he told me if Kitamura tries to chop him, he's gonna stab him. Anything he can to not get chopped. It's the worst. You see both guys with great amateur skills.
Yeah.
Both victorious at the 120 kilogram weight class, I should say. Kitamura a little older, he's 31 years old. So the time is now for him in the professional wrestling industry, but he's in the best place possible.
These guys know each other so well. They're living together, eating together, sleeping together, training together in the dojo.
Just sick of one another too.
Oh yeah, they're just so happy to have a chance to inflict damage.
I mean, what a reality show that would be, right? Just put cameras in the dojo and let's see how these guys live. Handle on the left arm. The big boot again puts Tanahashi down. Heavy kicks from Nagata as always, the leader of the Blue Justice Army at one time. Kitamura bows up and Nagata tries to blow him up with a kick. Gets caught though. Oh, there it is, Don. Right to the cover.
A hole in his chest.
Limited move sets for the young Lions, but they are allowed to strike, and Kitamura almost picks up a victory. Now pulling him over, maintains wrist control, so Oka comes in with a big target.
Look at the power.
Doesn't have the showy muscles like Kitamura,
that's disrespectful.
but he is very strong.
Tanahashi's like, no, you did not just do that to me.
Tana's pacing back and forth on the floor.
He's pissed.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. What a punk Oka is.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
You've been in the ring with some guys that chop hard.
Not like that.
But I never heard a sound like that before.
He's a little stiffsky.
So Kitamura gets sent across. Oka plants that heel of the boot in. Finally able to put him down. Uh-oh.
Wow.
There's going to be a receipt coming Oka's way. You wait and see. Elbow to the chest. Here's a lateral press. Cover. Kitamura sits out, preventing Oka from taking him over with the vertical suplex. A lot of great young Lions in action. And make sure you're checking out those Lions Gate events. They have them up njpwworld.com. Oh, the strength. Kitamura can't get over fast enough for Tanahashi. He wanted Oka before Oka tags out, but he'll take Yuji Nagata too. Out of the way of the boot that time. 7-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, 2-time current Intercontinental Champion. 2 G1 Climax tournaments as well. Down, there you go. We'll go to the top of this from the second rope with the senton. No, yeah, got it. I got nervous there. 2 somersault senton and an air fall. Tiger Tori's your referee.
Tana's feeling it.
Sling blade out of the way. Waist lock. Saito suplex coming up.
Great block by Tana.
Continues to connect with those boots. Exploder going back to his Greco-Roman roots. Yuji Nagata.
Trapped it. Oh no! Oh no! Nowhere to go.
This is not what Tanahashi needs.
Great save by Kitamura. Or Tana would have had the tap.
Fans here, Korakuen, they want to see Yuji Nagata pick up a win. Oka sends Kitamura into the barricade. Dragon screw leg whip.
Isn't it amazing? Tanahashi with one arm is able to beat and compete with almost everyone on this roster. That's how good this man is.
Kitamura now with an opportunity to do some damage to Yuji Nagata. Charges in. There's a spear.
Oh, God. Gonna try to break him in two now.
Deadlift gut wrench there. 2. Very competitive tag team match here.
Here we go.
Now Kitamura's mentor is Manabu Nakanishi. That's where he gets this from. From the torture out. Oh no! There's shades of what we saw earlier from Kitamura. Oka breaks it up. Uh-oh. The boot connects Enziguri to the back of the head.
Saito suplex at them. Oh, wow, right on the head. Right on the head.
2, 3. Oka had a hold of Tanahashi, unable to break it up.
8分58秒、バックドロップホールド、永田裕二選手の勝利です。
You know, you gave me these fans, right? And I thought you were being nice for once.
No.
Now I find that I'm the one that has to fan you.
I've asked for a mister. Can we get one of those?
That's ridiculous. There's a men's room right down the hall. So there is definitely no hatred. There is just respect between Tanahashi and Nagata. And tomorrow, a big one. Tanahashi sitting at 2 points. Yuji Nagata yet to get on the board. If Yuji Nagata wants to be a factor in his 19th and final G1 Climax, he's got to start tomorrow. In 2013, Tana lost 3 of his first 4, but a draw with Okada got things going, and he wound up making it to the final. So never say never if you're Yuji Nagata.
第4試合6人タッグマッチ20分1本勝負を行います。
I want to give a shout out to one of the great fans on Twitter. He goes by @BulletClubItal, I-T-A-L. Bullet Club Ital. Give him a follow. Don's radar just went off and he sprung to his feet.
My antennas are up. Where's Tokyo Latina?
You're the guy who cries. You get a present at Christmas, you say, why can't I have two? Hey, look, the toughest barista at Starbucks still has a job. Chase Owens, you were about to try to get him fired last night, weren't you?
Well, again, I think we all need to understand in the Bullet Club who the man is. Don't try to get yourself over, understand what your role is, and I think Chase got a little confused last night.
So you're saying that there is one leader, that it is not a collective group?
Of course it's not. It's not a democracy, it's a dictatorship.
Well, if that's the attitude that you, and by proxy Kenny Omega have, then that runs counterintuitive to the attitude of Tama Tonga, Bad Luck Fale, the founders of this group.
Tama and Fale are glue guys. You need those guys in a locker room, but they're...
Get out of the way, Abe.
Part of their job is to make sure Kenny Omega can take care of his business, and the Bucks.
Good thing Abe got out of the way.
Where's Tokyo Latina and why isn't she on this show?
I don't know. Why are we standing in the rooftop here at 4,000 degree Korakuenhall? I think this is probably part of the reason why we're way up here tonight, isn't it?
What, to keep us away from Tokyo Latina?
No, to keep you away from Tetsuya Naito.
Oh, come on.
You probably got your stooge Hollywood attorney to write a letter, send a missive.
No, actually, you know what? I don't hope that he puts his hands on me, but if he does, I'll be garnishing those wages for the next 50 years.
Bad Luck Fale goes to Machida tomorrow night with two points. And the man he will face, man, he is in a good position right now. A good position to make it to the finals once again. Tetsuya Naito will be out here in a few seconds. I also do want to give a shout out to @D_Tapla on Twitter. Fantastic artist from Thailand. Big fan of LIJ.
Why are we giving free publicity to some marks that send you Twitter feeds?
Because I'm a nice guy
I'll tell you
say
what,
hi to people that are nice to me.
You know when I'll mention this guy? When he does a portrait of me, maybe sitting on a horse like Napoleon.
I don't want that. Tap said if I give a shout out, I can have any drawing that I want.
Who is this guy? He's probably catfishing you.
Bushi.
映画ベルナブレスでハポン、キッキングタイムボム、高橋ヒロム。172センチ、83キロ、ブーシー。
Hey, wait a minute. Naito, don't be ripping at Daryl. I'm trying to get an interview lined up with Hiromu and Daryl.
$180 102キロ、内藤哲也。
Naito at 4 points. Watch out, Hattori.
レフリータイガー・ハットリー。
And I can't wait to see Fale get those double XL paws around the neck of Tetsuya Naito.
Hiromu Takahashi not so happy with Naito being rough with Daryl there.
Gonna call Peta.
Is she one of Yujiro's girls too?
That's Peter.
So Bushi Hiromu and Naito. Six-man tag team action against Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi, and Bad Luck Fale. As we mentioned with Goto earlier on, he's at 4, same as Naito. So if Naito wins tomorrow, he's halfway to 12, and will only have to go 3-3 in his remaining 6 matches.
You know, I would never advocate trying to injure someone, but if there was ever a time to do it, with Fale in the ring tonight, Chase Owens and Yujiro, this is the time.
Well, last night you were advocating for everybody to have kid gloves with Kenny Omega. Tama.
I was advocating for people to do business. I was advocating for people to keep their jobs.
Chase and Yujiro were on opposite sides of that surprisingly heated tag team match tonight. We'll see what happens when Kenny Omega faces Tama Tonga. B-block action later on, but right now a preview of what we'll see tomorrow live on NJPWWorld.com. And the purveyor of the Fale Dojo in New Zealand, who has a big open house coming up, scouting talent. Got Tranquilo against Whoa, Whoa, Whoa.
Oh, there's some mind games from Fale. See, this is usually Naito's gimmick.
And very quickly, LIJ strikes. You see Bushi there on Yujiro. Naito on Fale. But in the ring, Tiger Hattori will have his hands full as he calls for the break.
You really think Tiger Hattori is mentally equipped to handle a match like this?
His office, man. Why are you saying things like this? Flies out of the corner with the drop kick and the Busharuni.
Love that. And right now, LIJ, I hate to say it, is out Bullet Clubbing the Bullet Club.
Chase Owens isn't going to be able to call out any orders at Starbucks with the way.
Look at Hattori.
LIJ
He's totally
is choking
oblivious.
him.
Look at him. Hattori needs a seeing eye dog in there. This is just ridiculous.
Now on the knee. Chase and Tama did some work on Kenny Omega's knee last night. Is his knee okay, Don? Did you have to go get ice?
Kenny and I spent some time in the hot tub last night.
That's not weird. Naito gets greeted by Fale. Watch out.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Our samurai
took out the announce table.
See, it's a good thing we're not on the floor, because that'd have been us. Oh no, he's got Daryl. And now he's gonna crush him.
And Naito is a mess, face down on the broken Japanese announce table.
I don't think Hiromu is aware that Daryl has just been destroyed, shredded by Bad Luck Fale.
Glad we're not sitting at that table tonight.
He knows now. Chase shoots a single to the inside, the outside, doing a lot of work on that leg.
Yeah, Chase is trying to redeem himself after the little miscommunication last night.
Chase Owens from Virginia, trained by Ricky Morton. Now tagging in Yujiro Takahashi.
Comes the Pizimp.
The Milano Collection AT, part of the Samurai TV broadcast crew tonight. And
you mean Versace 911?
You're amazing. And the crew is quickly reassembling their table. So if you hear some background noise, that's what that is. 2 from Hattori. Milano seems nonplussed. He's checking Twitter. But in the ring, Yujiro might need a seeing eye dog of his own. Oh man, face first.
Great move.
Yeah, and to the side of the head. Up and over, hangs on. The arm trap, the dragon screw. I wonder if there'll be a memorial show for Daryl. Maybe I'll try to get you.
I don't think you should really be making fun of that.
I'll try to get you booked. Uh-oh. Naito back vertical. Trying to get a hold of Fale. Drop toe hold. Double team. Inverted. Watch out for Bushi. Slingshot drop kick to the face. At 340 pounds, Fale can't do much when he's down on his backside in the corner. 2.
No, and you notice everything Naito's doing are leg trips, trying to keep Fale off his feet. Smart wrestling by Naito.
Fale got surprised last night when Tanahashi got him counted out. Fale was in the driver's seat. Oh, and he runs right through Naito and Bushi. Chase Owens, who continues to improve by leaps and bounds, leaps into the ring and charges Tetsuya Naito.
Oh, wow, he caught him.
The inside of the knee to the face of Naito and a near fall.
Chase Owens has been the best performer on Bullet Club tonight.
Well, he's that, he's kind of playing for a contract, I think. Always get the feeling that Chase never quite sure of his status with Bullet Club, so he fights like hell every chance he gets. Oh! Aware of the legal man being Chase Owens.
I think
LIJ to break it up.
I think Chase took my motivational comment to heart about working at Starbucks.
Why did you try to sell him a motivational tape series? Who listens to tapes?
He is from Virginia. They're still on cassettes there. Package pile driver.
Oh, so dangerous. Might be the most dangerous move in pro wrestling. Naito escapes. He escaped karma several times last night with YOSHI-HASHI. Satellite DDT, no. Chase throws him aside. Referee didn't see it.
Of course he didn't, it's Hattori.
Might have been a low blow.
Might have been a low blow.
We're way up here.
He punted him right in the balls. Look at Hattori. Says, what happened? Who am I? Why am I here?
He's office, man. You better stop.
They have an office at the home that he came from?
Oh, come on.
Look at him. He's stunned. Who won? What happened?
You keep it up, you're going to be calling a indie show at a car dealership in Sheboygan.
Look at him talking to fella. Hey, man. What are you doing, man?
Well, I wonder if Naito daring Fale to get in the ring. Tomorrow they meet. Naito with 4, Fale with 2, and all important. Is it the fist? Is it the too sweet? Oh.
No. That's an interesting approach. He'll pay for that, I guarantee it.
Trying to bait him, but Fale won't take it. But it will be heated and wild tomorrow in Vegeta. And again, a victory by Naito puts him in firm control. I think of the A block. Of course, he and Goto will meet. All the matches, by the way, are up right now. You can see, if you haven't filled out your block already, you want to know, well, when will Naito face Goto?
And this is sickening.
What?
Poor Takahashi has got the corpse of Daryl in his arms.
Oh no.
He's crying right now. This is sad. This is sad.
You go to njpw1972.com. You can find out all the G1 matches. Poor Daryl. Poor Daryl.
Why is that? Why was that not some sort of disqualification for Hattori? Hey man, why you gimmick the cat?
Well, Hiromu's beside himself, not here for the raising of the hands, but the raising of the fist between Naito and Bushi. Tomorrow's a big night. They're all big. It's G1 CLIMAX. Unfortunately, we're way up here, and Naito won't be able to chase you